Alright guys, so some pretty crazy news today. If you haven't heard yet, Google finally announced their gaming streaming service. I've also heard people refer to Google Stadia as a console, so I don't know if they're planning on releasing like some sort of console version of this, but it's just a game streaming service. Like, you don't have to download a game. You don't have to install a software or anything. You can just like play video games over the internet on any device, like on your TV, on your laptop, on your PC, on your cell phone, like anything, on a tablet. You can play like modern console games. Like, you can play, I don't know, one of the ones that's going to be available on Google Stadia, like at launch, is Doom Eternal, for example. So once Doom Eternal comes out and Stadia is available, you'll be able to play Doom Eternal on your TV, laptop, PC, cell phone, tablet, like whatever, dude. It's crazy right now. It's like 4K resolution. 60 frames a second, shit's crazy, but it's not even just about streaming video games to play. You can also stream to an audience of people, and they have their own controller. It looks like a mixture kind of between like an Xbox and a DualShock controller with the placement of the joysticks, but like they have a button on there that you push. Like, if you're playing a video game, you can push one of the buttons on the controller, and it'll just start streaming to people, to your audience, whoever. And also, if you're watching somebody else play a video game on Stadia, you can hit a button on this controller, and it'll just let you like play that game right where they're at, like with the spot that they're at when you hit the button. Like, this shit's wild. But if you don't want to, you don't have to use their controller. You can still use a USB controller or a mouse and keyboard, but obviously those aren't going to have the functions that their actual controller has. Now, I didn't actually watch the GDC press conference, the live stream. I didn't even know Google Stadia existed until today, like just a little bit before making this video. But apparently they did something last year, some sort of public service test thing with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Never heard about that. Again, never heard about it till today. Either way, we're going to read over some stuff from a few articles so we get a little more explanation of what exactly this damn thing can do. At the Game Developers Conference, Google announced its biggest play yet in the gaming space, a streaming game service named Google Stadia, designed to run on everything from PCs and Android phones to Google's own Chromecast devices. As of press time, the service release window is simply 2019. No pricing information was announced at the event. Google Stadia will run a selection of existing PC games on Google's centralized servers, taking in controller inputs and sending back video and audio using Google's network of low-latency data centers. The company revealed a new Google-produced controller along with a game streaming interface that revolves around a Play Now button. Press this on any web browser and gameplay will begin in as quick as 5 seconds with no download, no patch, no update, and no install. The concept of streaming games is insane. And the fact that you would never have to update a game, patch a game, download anything is just crazy to me as well, because the games are entirely on their end. It's a streaming service. It's similar to Netflix, but you're playing a video game. So, like, if there's a massive update for some game, like a multiplayer game, whatever, like a 10, 20, 30, 40 gigabyte update, you would never have to download that, because that's all on their end. You're just playing the game, and it starts up in like 5 seconds. With Stadia, this waiting game will be a thing of the past, Google's Phil Harrison said. He didn't demonstrate Stadia gameplay on a Pixel 3 XL, followed by the least powerful PC we could find. The following gameplay was advertised at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Harrison confirmed that existing USB controllers and mouse and keyboard will function with Stadia games as well. But you'll want that Stadia controller if you'd like to access both a capture button for immediate capture to YouTube to either live stream or save for later sharing. So you can live stream to YouTube, that's pretty great. And a Google Assistant button, which lets Stadia players access the controller's built-in microphone. Google didn't confirm whether existing controllers' share buttons will work with any of the Stadia's platform's custom button functions. So there's also a built-in microphone in the controller for the Google Assistant feature, but also you could probably use that to talk to people when you're live streaming. I imagine that's going to be a possibility. But the Google Assistant thing they're going to say is, like, you can use that if you're stuck on a game, right? Like, if you're stuck on a level, you can hit the Google Assistant button and ask, like, how do I get past this level in this game? Now, this shit is the goddamn future. We also learned that Unreal and Unity are some big supporters of the platform, along with Vulkan, which I've never heard of until today, looking it up. It's like another, maybe like engine or something to create a video game, something that id Software used to make Doom Eternal. So there's a lot of support going into this new platform. Something else that's pretty big news that a lot of people will like, because it's been a pretty hot topic for the past year or more, is that there will be cross-platform compatibility if developers want it. You can use this Stadia and play with Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Switch, I'm sure, as long as the developers are okay with it and want it for their games. And the last little bit that I want to talk about, because this video will be long itself, we covered everything, and there's probably more out there that I'm not even aware of, I'll have stuff linked below, is that Google is claiming that the Stadia is more powerful than the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X combined. According to Google, the Stadia runs at 10.7 GPU teraflops using a single GPU, while the PS4 Pro runs on 4.2 GPU teraflops, and the Xbox One X runs at 6 GPU teraflops. What is a teraflop? Admittedly, I don't know what a teraflop is, but the fact that the Stadia is more powerful than the best versions of those consoles combined is pretty impressive. I'm still confused whether or not it is an actual console. They're talking about GPU, so I think it is. But then again, why would you need a console if you can play the Stadia games on your cell phone, on your laptop or PC, on a damn Chromecast? Like, so I don't exactly know what's going on here, but whatever it is, it's more powerful than Xbox One X, PS4 Pro. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much the video. Again, I did not watch the press conference. I probably have a little more information off the top of my head, a little more in depth, but I just read some articles and wanted to discuss it. Thought it was interesting. This isn't the first time I've heard of like streaming games or whatever, because I know that was like the big rumor for the next Xbox console. Microsoft wanted to step into streaming games, but it looks like Google might be beating them to that. I'll have the article link down below that I used for this video that has, like, goes super in depth. It's a lot more than what I talked about in this video. And if there's like a re-upload of the press conference or whatever on YouTube, I'll try to find that and have that link down in the description in case you want to watch the full press conference. Anyways, I pass off to you guys. What are your thoughts on Google Stadia? Like, this to me, man, it's 100% the future of gaming. Like, how is this not the best offer for gaming? You don't have to buy a game physically anymore. You don't have to even download a game anymore. You still have to pay the money, obviously, but you don't have to actually download anything. You just pay for whatever the new hot game is, and you just play it like instantly. That's crazy, dude. What the hell? Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingDavid, at my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like a child.